Yes, cockroach digestive system. In the cockroach digestive system, we learned the headings here in the cockroach digestive system: foregut, midgut, and hindgut. Foregut, midgut, and hindgut. The foregut is also called stomodium. Foregut is also called stomodium. Wait. Midgut or mesenteron. Midgut is also called mesenteron. The hindgut is also called proctodium. Let us relate with the names first of all. Foregut, midgut, hindgut. Okay, foregut, midgut, hindgut. Foregut is also called stomodium. Midgut is also said to be, midgut is also called mesenteron. The hindgut is also called proctodium. The foregut include pharynx, esophagus, crop, gizzard. Pharynx, esophagus, crop, gizzard. Midgut or mesenteron include ventriculus. The hindgut or proctodium include ileum, colon, rectum. There are three portions: ileum, colon, rectum. Watch on the screen when I am saying this. That means where is the ileum? Where do you see the colon? Recognize the rectum. That means that particular, the visual with that particular sentence need to be matched over. Ventricular. This is the ventriculus of the midgut or mesenteron. The pharynx, esophagus, crop, and gizzard. Okay. Now, let's talk about the digestive system today. Cockroach digestive system include, the cockroach digestive system include, let me go for our PDF. It include foregut, midgut, hindgut. Now I am showing everything here to you. That the we begin with the mouth. Mouth opens into the pharynx. Mouth opens into pharynx. Pharynx opens into the esophagus. Esophagus is a narrow tubular structure. Esophagus opens into the crop. Here it is the crop. You see that, just follow that my cursor. This is the crop. Okay. The crop is a thin-walled, distensible sac. That what is distensible here? When food comes, that can expand, elastic nature. It serves as a reservoir for storing food. The crop serves as a reservoir for storing food. The outer surface covered by a network of trachea. Trachea belongs to the respiratory system. That network you can see on the outer surface. There they are saying here. So what do you know? What you need to know about the crop here? Crop is a thin wall, distensible sac, serves as a reservoir for storing food. Outer surface covered by a network of trachea. Okay, so that is about the crop. Now, moving to the crop opens into the proventriculus or gizzard. Crop opens into proventriculus or gizzard, a thick-walled muscular structure. Gizzard is a thick-walled muscular structure. Efficient grinding apparatus, we say. The 6 powerful teeth are present as chitinous inner lining. 6 powerful teeth are present, which backwardly directed bristles behind every teeth. Teeth are grinding and bristles for the filtration are seen. Grinding mill as well as sieve. We can say that gizzard is a grinding mill as well as sieve. Okay, these are all the information about the foregut. Let's get back. That let us see that more about the foregut. Then I'm going back. Here, the foregut, midgut, hindgut. In that, we are seeing the portions of the foregut, like the pharynx, esophagus, crop, and gizzard. Okay, so nothing to say anything about the pharynx here. That this is the esophagus. This is the esophagus is a long, narrow tube. Let me show that to you. This particular in cockroach. Then this is the head of the cockroach. Head opens into neck, isn't it? The cervicum, we can say. Then thorax, then abdomen, the hypothetical diagram we are drawing that likewise, this is the abdomen. Okay, so here the mouth parts are present, isn't it? In the head region, the mouth parts are present. There we discussed about that portion of salivary chamber and non-salivary chamber. Okay, so that we discussed yesterday. Now we have started from here. The pharynx. Pharynx opens into the esophagus like this. Pharynx opens into the esophagus. Esophagus is a long tube which started from the head and enters into the cervicum. If you remember, we called it as neck, cervicum. Okay, enters in the neck region, then it enters into the thoracic region. That through the neck, esophagus enters into the thorax. So where it opened in the thorax, it opened in a distensible sac. What do you say? Crop. Crop. What is the function of crop here? The crop is going to store the food material. The crop is helpful to store the food material. When food comes here, the crop is even expand. That as long as the food materials are coming, the crop can expand. So that means that's why we said it over. Crop is a distensible sac. Then where does the crop is getting opened? The crop opens into the gizzard. The gizzard or proventriculus we say, with the long, the thick chitinous inner lining which contain the teeth-like ridges that they said. Now let me show you the gizzard in detail. This is the gizzard. The gizzard is having 6 longitudinal denticular plates. This is the longitudinal view. Okay, let me show you the transverse section here. The transverse section of the gizzard. When you see the transverse section of the gizzard, you can see like this, that muscles are well developed here, that well developed muscles, and a strong chitinous inner lining, with the 6 longitudinal ridges or denticular plates are present. Okay, the 6 longitudinal ridges are denticular plates. When you see in the longitudinal view, you may have like this. 2 only I can show. Okay, but when we take the transverse section, you can see all the longitudinal ridges. These are the longitudinal ridges, denticular plates. Okay, you have to imagine a particular room. In a room, these kind of 6 projections are there, 6 pillars are like this. So what happens if the food material is here? Then we say the gizzard is muscles are well developed in the gizzard. The gizzard, this is the gizzard, and here the muscles are well developed, isn't it? The circular muscles are well developed. So that means contractions. When it come together, what happens to the food material present in them will be crushed over. The crushing of the food material is possible here. So gizzard is going to crush the food material. Okay. So after crushing, these are the bigger food particles here will be crushed over. Okay. After crushing, the gizzard is a backwardly directed bristles are present here. Okay, so when I take transverse section here, you can see like this. Now I am taking transverse section here. Then when I take transverse section here, you can see like this, the bristles, like this. The bristles are present. Hope you understand that the difference between the longitudinal section and transverse section. Okay, so that longitudinal, when you see that like this, so where we are exactly here in this area, we said the crop opens into the gizzard. Okay, where we are exactly that I'll show you where we are exactly that this area. I am now observing. I am now showing this particular area, gizzard. Okay, so there itself I said over there are some 6 longitudinal ridges or denticular plates are present, and the bristles also I am trying to draw here with this particular red color. So that area we are looking little bit clear vision. So the denticular plates here. What is the function of denticular plates? Grinding. The gizzard acts as grinding mill. That means crush the food particles who entered inside. Okay. So then, what is the function of this bristles? Bristle. All words are new for you. That's why you need to correlate with that particular. That's why I'm using again and again. Bristle, we say. Okay, so these particular chitinous bristle, hard bristles, that you see here, only fine food particles can be filtered through this particular bristle. Fine food particles only filtered through this. Okay, let me draw more lines. These are all the chitinous bristles. They are going to filter. Okay. So let me draw that area totally. This is a crop. Crop opens into gizzard. So as I said over, the gizzard is very thick because of arrangement of muscles with a chitinous lining, and 6 longitudinal bristles are present here with chitinous bristles. Where does this gizzard is going to open? The gizzard opens into the midgut. What do you say the midgut as? Ventriculus. The portion of the midgut are ventriculus, we say. So that means filtered food particles will be enter here. Okay. So when it is there in the crop, these are the food particles. When it comes into the gizzard, they will be crushed over by the denticular plates, and in the crushed food particles, they are filtered. So this area, the gizzard acts as grinding mill, and also gizzard act as sieve. Sieve nothing but filtration. So which it facilitate, only fine food particles can enter into the ventriculus. Fine food particles. So ultimately, what is the thing you need to remember here in the case of gizzard? Gizzard acts as a grinding mill. The gizzard acts as a grinding mill. That you need to understand. The new people who came today, that we go with the new classes here, but now the fresh I started cockroach digestive system. So I introduced headings yesterday and day before, that every day we are looking towards these particular headings. So today I started freshly the cockroach digestive system. So those people who are there from last 3 4 days, you people don't have any problem here with this terminology. But today you are new. That's why that everything seems to be little bit confusing. The words problematic. That means new words. Okay. Then further, let me remind you once again that cockroach alimentary canal is get divided into 3 portions. What are they? Foregut or stomodium, midgut or mesenteron, hindgut or proctodium. Foregut or stomodium, foregut or stomodium, midgut or mesenteron, hindgut or proctodium, hindgut or proctodium. Okay. So in that we discussed about the foregut till the time. We discussed about the foregut. Foregut include pharynx, esophagus, crop, gizzard. Gizzard or proventriculus we can say. What do you learn about the pharynx? Nothing to learn about the pharynx here. That the mouth opens into the pharynx, that's all. Then it opens into esophagus. It's a narrow tubular structure. From the head through the neck, we enter into the thorax and opens into the crop. The crop, this is the crop here. It is in this diagram, you can see here. The crop is a thin-walled, distensible sac. It serves as a reservoir for storing food. Outer surface covered by a network of trachea. This is not important for digestive system, but just recognition we are showing. That means on above this we'll find some trachea. Is what he is saying. Okay. Then crop opens into proventriculus, also called gizzard. So how does the gizzard is? That we are seeing now. Thick-walled muscular structure and efficient grinding apparatus which contain 6 powerful teeth. 6 powerful teeth as chitinous inner lining. The 6 powerful teeth as chitinous inner lining. Backwardly directed bristles. Behind every teeth, the backwardly directed bristles are present here. The teeth is for grinding and the bristles for filtration. Filtration, nothing but the acts as sieve. Sieve or nothing but filtration, whatever it may be, the same word we have. So finally, ultimately, what we are going to declare, the gizzard is a grinding mill or sieve. Grinding mill or sieve. Okay. Now let's move to the ventriculus. What is ventriculus? Let me see. Let me show you that we said there are 3 portions in the digestive alimentary canal. Foregut, we are completed now. Now moving to the midgut or mesenteron. Midgut or mesenteron contain ventriculus. So what is ventriculus? If I say, what do you need to say? The ventriculus is a portion which is belongs to midgut or mesenteron. Okay, let us see a short, small look on ventriculus here. The glandular part, it contains two portions here, glandular part and absorptive part. There are two portions here, glandular part and absorptive portion. Okay, so what is the function of glandular part? That is going to secrete the enzymes. Glandular part is going to secrete enzymes for digestion. Absorptive part is for absorption. Absorptive part is for absorption. Okay. So one more specialty you can see here. Whenever the food materials from the gizzard, when they enters into the ventriculus, they are immediately secreted by a membrane called peritropic membrane. Likewise, this area, that immediately the foodstuffs will be surrounded by a mesh-like structure. You may have seen over in the market, the fruit market, the fruits are surrounded by a net-like, mesh-like structure. In the same way, you'll find immediately they get surrounded by a mesh-like, secreted by a mesh-like structure. Itself ventriculus will secrete that mesh-like. So why it is done like that? We have to see. We have to see. We look forward. Okay. Then the ventriculus that here secrete the enzymes, and after the digestion, that particular digested food materials are going to be absorbed in the absorptive portion of the ventriculus, into the absorptive portion of ventriculus. Okay, next, after that, ventriculus opens into ileum. It's a short tube. Then colon, a long coil tube. Then rectum, a short wide, which contain six longitudinal rectal papillae, the folds. They are helpful for the reabsorption of the water. So today you just need to learn the names and their respective functions. We'll link up tomorrow and we'll continue with the topic, okay? But you just need to link up with the functions here. So that this area we have to look forward. So from the mouth till the anus. Because in NEET we have a sequence question. Arrange these in order likewise. So that's why first of all let me focus on the sequence. Mouth opens into the pharynx opens into esophagus opens into crop. Till the time we call it as foregut along with proventriculus or gizzard. Then midgut, ventriculus. Then ileum, colon, rectum are belongs to the hindgut. For newcomers, I am saying this back again. See this. These are the three portions. Just remember the headings. The foregut or stomodium, elementary canal of the cockroach, is divided into three regions. The foregut or stomodium and the midgut or mesenteron. Midgut or mesenteron. The hindgut, midgut or mesenteron include ventriculus. We will look forward. What is this arrow mark? All the issues we'll discuss. Then just go through me, that's all. Hindgut or proctodium include ileum, colon, rectum. Ileum, colon, rectum. Okay. So let me show you that particular portions once again. So I'm shifting to the board. I'm moving to the board. Okay, so let me show you that all that particular portions, the foregut, midgut, hindgut. Okay, so this is the cockroach. Then let me use, what is this? Esophagus. You can't see pharynx here because pharynx is located in this area, that is the head region. Esophagus that opens into the crop, then crop opens into gizzard. The gizzard opens into ventriculus. This is the ventriculus. Then after the ileum. This is the ileum, and then after a long coiled the portion. What do you say? Colon, and next rectum. That it opens into the rectum. So I can show from esophagus onwards to you that this is the esophagus, crop, and this is the gizzard which is also called proventriculus. Gizzard is also called proventriculus. Then ventriculus. Okay, next this area. What is this? Ileum. and colon, rectum. Just we need to correlate with these particular words first of all. Okay, so what I said that foregut, who is also called stomodium. Three portions of alimentary canal, foregut or stomodium include that pharynx, which mouth opens into the pharynx. Then after esophagus, from esophagus onwards, you can see in the diagram. Then after crop and gizzard. Gizzard or proventriculus, we can see. Gizzard or proventriculus. Sequence question will come in the need. Means we should, when we start from the mouth opens into pharynx. Pharynx opens into esophagus. Esophagus opens into crop. Crop opens into gizzard. Then what next? Midgut. Midgut or mesenteron. Midgut or mesenteron. The midgut or mesenteron include the only portion that is ventriculus. The portion we say ventriculus. Okay. Next, the hindgut, who is also called proctodium. Hindgut, who is also called proctodium. Okay. So then, in this particular proctodium, we'll find three: ileum, colon, and rectum. Ileum, colon, rectum. Okay. So this is enough for today. That means that individual functionings we learn, and along with that, that who belongs to whom. Like forget, our stomodium belongs to the that contain mouth, then pharynx, esophagus, crop, gizzard or proventriculus. Midgut or mesenteron include ventriculus. The hindgut or proctodium include ileum, colon, and rectum. Okay. So their visuals I'll show you first. Then uh, here it is. Esophagus. This is esophagus. Next, crop. Then gizzard or proventriculus. Then midgut, ventriculus we say, portion of the midgut, and ileum, colon, rectum, or belongs to hindgut. Okay. Cockroach is just word-based issue here. That's why we need to repeat this like this. Again and again, we need to repeat this like this. So what you learned about the gizzard? Gizzard is contain muscles and having six longitudinal ridges or denticular plates are present in the gizzard. Likewise, the six longitudinal ridges or denticular plates are present in the gizzard, excuse me, which they are going to crush the food materials. The crushing of the food materials, grinding of food materials will happen. Then it also acts as a sieve, that because of the backwardly directed bristles, that it acts also act as a sieve, the filtration, filter the food materials into ventriculus, filtering the food materials into ventriculus. Okay. So today, individual functioning. I'll close this by saying that once again that individual functionings of this particular area. So this sequence and individual functionings. So we come with the mouth opens into the pharynx opens into the esophagus. Anything need to learn about the esophagus? Nothing. Narrow tubula. Then what about crop? Crop is a thin-walled distensible sac. It serves as a reservoir for storing food. Outer surface covered by a network of trachea. Proventriculus or gizzard. What is this? Thick-walled muscular, efficient grinding apparatus by having six powerful teeth as chitinous inner lining. And gizzard is backward, having backwardly directed bristles behind the teeth, that teeth for grinding, bristles for filtration or sieve. That's why we say gizzard act as grinding mill and sieve. What you need to learn for the ventricle? Ventricle contain two portions, glandular portion, absorptive portion. Glandular portion and absorptive portion. Glandular portion secrete enzymes. Absorptive portion is for the absorption of digested food material. Then after ventriculus opens into the ileum, it's a short tube, colon, a long coiled tube, rectum, a short and wide tube, and it has six longitudinal folds. Rectal papillae, we say, that used for the absorption of water. They are helpful for the absorption of water. This is enough. Tomorrow we continue with the digestive system again. That means the digestive system